Hello everyone. Today you are going to see a video that is really important to me. Don't ask why I'm wearing this suit, because I don't know, honestly. But I just ask that you guys enjoy the video. And yeah, now to get on with the limo trip. Yeah. Okay, bye. So essentially I was asleep and it was pretty early. In fact, I don't know why my game is like this. But let's just pretend it's early in the morning, okay? I was asleep and then I woke up really early. I was very tired, obviously. You could tell right here. I'm pretty exhausted. And I got all my stuff ready to go. I got everything packed. Like I got my things. All I need, right? You'd figure that. When I go to look out, I look out and then see a giant limousine. Now, I didn't think this, but they brought a giant limo. Now, I know what the representation here is going to look like. Like it's pretty terrible, but bear with me here. My parents are also there. This is just a Minecraft representation of what it kind of somewhat looks like. Obviously, this is my real house, but. But anyways, when I just couldn't believe that they actually brought an entire limo. In fact, I was so scared to even go up to it at first. Honestly, like limos are so expensive. As of what do you expect? Anywho, so yeah, this is sort of how I felt in the morning. Honest, and still on the ride there, here I did end up like trying to like catch I did catch like Pokemon Go to save myself a little bit, play music. Hey guys, be vet minor, right on the limo. My goodness, it's crazy. Look at this thing. Since the limo came at 3:30 a.m., we were pretty tired by the time we got to the airport and pretty much during the whole day. We all had to go on technically 2 flights, one from Ontario to Dallas, and then the other from Dallas to Orlando. Which meant that we got a little bit of a break in between when we ate some nice good old Chick-fil-A. Of course, during the first flight, it was not easy. Onto it, we got pretty exhausted, and we had to end up waiting in line, and well, actually just for a while. But we got to talk to some nice people. It was pretty good. During that morning, I luckily got to eat a nice Einstein Bros bagel. That's usually my go-to for whenever I'm going on a flight early in the morning. By the time we finally got to Orlando, we were still pretty tired. However, we couldn't go straight to the hotel just yet. We ended up having to go to Give Kids the World. It's some sort of really little kid themed kind of hotel / park. I guess you could say and I mean, it's really for little kids. Like, there's all sorts of stuff for fans of like My Little Pony or etc.
I guess, but at least, well, at least I didn't have to end up staying there. we we were only there just for dinner and getting some stuff from them as gifts. They also did this thing where any cancer patients that's going to the same kind of trip that I was doing at the time would have to go ahead and write their name on a star, which would be placed in one of their buildings. If you put it in place like roof or ceiling, they just put it up there. And it's kind of a huge ceremony, I think. Unfortunately, we missed it. Is that, and I'll explain later why. Anyways, later we finally made it to Animal Kingdom Lodge, and we were pretty much pooped. We got our stuff unpacked. We were tired, and after a little bit, we went to bed. The next morning, we decided to go to Universal Studios Orlando. This was actually pretty fun. I think it was the first day that we went that somehow it rained super hard, and I mean really hard. We luckily brought some raincoats ahead of time, just in case. So yeah. Unfortunately though, we had to throw those away as they were getting moldy. And it was bad. At least it worked out. I got to see all kinds of stuff there. But by far, probably one of my favorite things I got to see was the Harry Potter area. I'm not the biggest fan, but I got to say, they really did a great job on it. My dad got a good photo of this big dragon thing that's on top of some sort of building. And it was when he got the best photo. Oh, it was breathing fire and it was crazy. Not only that, I also got to buy a Harry Potter wand, which allows you to interact with some things inside the place, which is kind of cool. I liked it. I still have it. The next day, we wanted to go to Islands of Adventure, but the morning we found out that my dad hurt his ankle. That was not fun. We ended up trying to push him around in a wheelchair. It worked out for the rest of the day, but it was difficult. That day I got to ride the Spider-Man ride. There was also the Harry Potter ride that was there. I forgot what it's called, but it was pretty awesome. I ended up having to close my eyes through a certain amount of time. Although those practical and video effects that they did were pretty good. We got to use the wands. Me and my brother got around the place. It was pretty fun. We also rode on the train that they had there. For you from one park to another. It was kind of a whole experience of its own. I also forgot to mention that there were a couple of other rides that we also got to ride on, which was like E.T.'s Adventure, Despicable Me Minion Mayhem, Villain Con Minion Blast, and that was all I got to do at Universal. The third day, however, we had to take a break from all the parks because my dad's ankle was really bad. He had to take it to the doctor and rest for the rest of the day. We decided to stay at the hotel to rest as we were at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. It was actually pretty chill. We did not get to go into the pool the whole time because during that time when my brother, well, you'll see. You could probably tell from the pictures. Never mind. During the same day, Make-A-Wish actually provided my dad with one of those scooters that disabled people use for some reason to turn on that trip. I actually ended up calling it an old man scooter, which was semi-appropriate. The next day, we went to Hollywood Studios. There, we got to see all kinds of things. We got to ride on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, the Rise of Resistance ride. I can't remember the name of. And we got to do a couple of other things. I think we also got to see the Indiana Jones show, which was actually pretty good. Also during that day, we got to build lightsabers in Savvy's workshop. That was just, wow, an amazing experience. I would definitely recommend it. The next day, we got to go to 2 parks. The first was Animal Kingdom, while the second was Magic Kingdom. Animal Kingdom, we got to do a Bug's Life along with a couple other rides that I can't seem to remember. I'm pretty sure the editor will probably love to put in the pictures, and I forgot the ride's name. Of right here. At Magic Kingdom, we got to do Haunted Mansion, Peter Pan's Flight, along with a couple other things, including the musical Country Bear Jamboree. In fact, I'll show you a clip from that show. Unfortunately, I'll have to stay muted due to copyright reasons. Sorry if you're disappointed, but that's YouTube. I'll be the bare necessities. That's why American destinies, just the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of our big home. The bees are buzzing in the streets to make some money just for me. When you look under the rocks and lands and take a glance at the fanciers and maybe try a few, the bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you.
Okay, Al, that's enough. You already had your chance. Wait a minute.
While man is saying goodbye, remember.
Well, folks.
Oh, I also forgot to mention that at Hollywood Studios, we also got to see Muppet Vision 3D before it closed. That was an amazing experience. You even got to lose a pin on that show somehow I lost my Star Wars pin from the lightsaber building. I'm still planning on buying one through eBay to replace it. Okay, here's the final day. During the final day, we were pretty much in a rush, and I really wanted to go to Epcot before we left. Luckily, my family agreed to to that. My mom was really like, no, we can't go on any rides. We can't do this, we can't do that, because she was so scared that we would miss our flight and that we would be stuck. But I really wanted to go ahead and see all the parks. So we went to Epcot. It was amazing. We got to do Journey into Imagination.
Is at the heart of all creation, right at the start of everything that's new.
Figment and some sort of flying ride. I forgot what it's called. But that one where you kind of go fly around America or the world, I forgot which one it is. When we were waiting in line and for the ride, my mom was like,
Is there an exit where we... Is there an exit? We're going to be late. We're going to... Ugh.
luckily we did not run late. We got to return the scooter that my dad used, and since we had a cane that we bought him, he was able to go ahead and walk around somewhat, which was good. We later got onto the flight and headed home. By the time we got home, we did get the limousine right back. However, it was more of a fancier SUV. So that was fun. And that was my trip to Disney World. There were some moments that I thought I should mention. Like Animal Kingdom, there's the restaurants, there the lines. And you have to wait for this in this virtual queue thing when you order. And it was a crazy long wait time. Here's how I pictured it. Ugh. When will this line ever end? Are you okay? Oh, wait, my order's up. Ah! And yeah, that was pretty much how it was. Of course, everything there was amazing, and it was a very magical experience. I definitely would love to go back there, where we were actually supposed to go to 3 parks: Universal Studios, Disney World, and SeaWorld. I'm not counting on like every single piece of the parks technically. However, because of my dad's issue with his ankle during that trip, we missed SeaWorld. It was unfortunate, but not a whole loss, because during my birthday, we got to go to SeaWorld here in California. So that was fun. I definitely would like to go back to Disney World again someday. And I really am happy that Make-A-Wish provided this wish for me because it was such an amazing experience. Thank you, Make-A-Wish. I really hope that you get to do the same for a whole lot of others. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. It was an amazing thing to read it, to summarize my entire trip. Make-A-Wish provided. Anyways, so yeah. Wow. Anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. It was an amazing time making this. It took a long time, quite a bit of a delay, but yeah. But anyways, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye bye.
That's enough. You already had your chance. But wait a minute. Henry, get the door.
Oh, wow, man, be safe, goodbye. Remember.